Had it. Told y'all. Let's go, Vic. We good? Look like we gonna be good. We gotta get this thing. We ain't did this in so long. We ain't did this, man. We done been about 10 months since we done been out here. About 10 months. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's get this together, babe. Let's get this together. We're back. He's back. He's back. He's back. Morning. Get y'all something to drink. Good morning. Get y'all something to drink. Hold up. I ain't been out here in 10 months. I ain't been out here in 10 months. People talking about ain't cold. What y'all talking about is cold? What y'all talking about? Look. We're going to do this slow. We're going to do this different. I know how it once was. But this is not for the weak. I'm telling y'all off top. This is not for the weak-minded. This is not for the double-minded. And this is not for the no-minded, okay? This is for people. Listen. Health and wealth. That's why a lot of y'all on all this medication in y'all 30s and 40s, bro. It's about health and wealth. How you gonna get to the wealth when your health messed up? It's about health and wealth, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta learn to take care of y'allself. Y'all don't have, oh, it's too cold outside. It's too hot outside. It's this and that. When I went in that joint back in 1995, it'll be 7 degrees outside. It will be 7 degrees outside. And the weight power is outside. So I'm going to work out. I'm going to dress up. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to dress up and go work out. So now, this we're going to do different to people. I'm going to break this thing down. I'm just explaining this all to you. I got to fix this place up. I haven't been out here in so long. All my chest pieces all over the place. My weights everywhere. Y'all, come on. We're going to get this thing in. I'm going to break this down. Just introductory, baby. Gotta get my weight, gotta get my chest pieces back right. You gotta sit, bro. You know what really get me? I watch a lot of you all working out. Right? And a lot of you all, man, I don't know who teaching y'all this stuff. Working out is not nothing to play with. I just want to work out. See, but you have to have great discipline to work out. And you have to be properly trained to work out. A lot of y'all, I see y'all just pulling on machines. You're gonna tear your muscle up. You're gonna tear that muscle up. I see a lot of y'all working out, talking and this and that. Say, bro, when you're working out, you ain't got time to be talking to nobody. One time, I think I was doing shoulders one time in the joint, right? I'm doing shoulders, right? And I'm running my mouth with this dude. And so I told this muscle up in here, right? So I told the doctor what happened, that when I was working out, I turned my neck. He said, you can't do that. He said, when you're working out, your muscles have to be locked in. You got to stay focused. And this is what this is going to be about, man. This is going to be about discipline. This is going to be about staying focused. It's going to be about the runner. And it's going to be about the fighter. Y'all got to understand that Bible, man. And this is why ain't no such thing as no cold. Ain't no such thing as it's too hot. Ain't no such thing as it's raining. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. You either about it or you not. That's all I'm saying. All them other people going to run out and say, bro, I'm going to go back in this 9th chapter of Corinthians, and I'm going to explain some stuff to y'all so y'all can have a better understanding of what's going on, man. Paul said he became all things that he might win some. That he might win some. You ain't going to be able to get everybody, bro. Everybody's not my concern, okay? And that's the thing, right? Back in the days, you had the Easterman game and then you had the Olympic games, right? And the Corinthians understood that. The Corinthians understood that because they had the second game under the Olympics game. Because the Greeks and the Romans, they had the Olympic games, right? But in the game with the Corinthians, the boxers, right? The boxers would put all kinds of stuff in their gloves. They would put all kinds of, not like today, they're going to check the gloves and all that old goofy stuff. No, back then they put all kinds of stuff in their gloves, right? So I'm fighting you, right? I don't know what you got in that glove, but I know I can't get hit by it. I can't get hit by it. So what they talking about, I ain't got time to listen to that. Why? Because while I'm being distracted, listening to them, boy, you will knock me cold out. So now when I break down with the fighter, I'm going to break down with the runner, because we running the wind, we fighting the wind. Y'all dying, and you know what the preacher going to say over y'all when you're dead? They ran a good race. They fought a good fight. How you know? How you know they ran a good race? How you know they fought a good fight? Did you train them? Did you teach them? When Paul dealt with that, Paul was having them Christians to understand, I don't want you to get disqualified. All y'all know about is being saved, and a lot of y'all have already been disqualified. Now what? Paul said, I'm going to make sure that I don't be a castaway. When you read that Bible, people, when you read that Bible, understand ministry, understand message. You got to know the difference. When Paul was writing this time, he was talking about the message. When Paul wrote this time, he was talking about the ministry. When Paul wrote this time, he was talking about the messenger. You explain the Bible to me. You explain it to me. Anybody can quote a scripture. Explain it. Had a brother on TikTok writing on my thing. Just a distraction. Well, Jeremiah said don't cut down the tree. Read the 11th chapter. Read the 12th chapter. Read the 13th chapter. Now explain it. Because God is talking to Israel. And Israel was acting like a bunch of heathens. What that have to do with today? Well, you can't use that back then for right now. Because they believe if they could cut down the tree, they worship that tree. They gave that tree a name. They prayed to that tree. That's what they did. That's what the heathens did. But the thing is, I'm gonna pick y'all up. We're gonna pick this thing up. I ordered me another pull-up ball. We're gonna do say, brother. The average one of y'all working out, you can't do pull-ups. The average one of y'all working out, you can't do push-ups. Anybody could pick up on something. Pick your weight up. Anybody could push on something. Push your weight. Now you're showing me you're doing something. Other than that, you're just running your mouth. So now, according to the Bible, we're going to go back. Yesterday, I seen something so amazing. I had all the members to open the Bible. I had all the members to read along. It's not that they can't read. They can read. It's not that they don't understand what they read. They can understand what they read. But go back and let's look at it. Now, let me walk you through it. This is what the training is going to be about. Let me walk you through it. This is going to require a lot of discipline. Don't be distracted. You go back and you look at the Bible in the 11th chapter of Mark. In the 22nd chapter, Jesus said, have faith in God. 22nd verse, he said, have faith in God. The 23rd verse, he said, when you run up on a mountain, you speak to it, not doubting, but believing that what you say is going to happen. Then he said, but when you desire something, pray. Jesus, why you didn't put prayer first? One of y'all tell me why you didn't put prayer first. Why you didn't put prayer first? Oh, you got to pray. Why Jesus didn't say pray first? Jesus said, have faith in God, 22. He said, speak to the mountain, 23. Then 24, he said, pray. Y'all teach me something. I'll wait. Why Jesus did not say, pray first? So as we read in the Bible, and I'm showing them, no, go back, look at the scripture. He said, speak to the mountain. The next verse, he said, when you desire something, pray. So now, y'all got to understand, your faith is in God. Your faith is in God. Well, I'm about to make the Bible say faith is the son. Your faith is in God. Your faith is in God. Don't worry about that other goofy stuff. Your faith is in God. Now you got to understand, no matter what you run up on, you speak to it. So now you begging, you need something, you want something, now you pray. Y'all praying when y'all should be speaking, and y'all speaking when y'all should be praying, because nobody teaching us the difference. Then he said, why you standing up there praying? I had all my members to stand up with their Bibles. I had all the members to stand up with their Bibles. And we're going to read it together. What does that 25th verse say? While you standing praying, forgive. That's what's wrong with 98% of the church today. There's no forgiveness. We don't know how to forgive. That's the hardest thing for y'all to do, is forgive. So now the 26th verse says, if you don't forgive, neither will your Father forgive you. The minister says, at the mic, that's not in my Bible. So I think I turned the camera off by then. I get his Bible. I read the Bible. What? They took that whole 26th verse out. So normally I'm running it. I don't know. I'm running it. So, but if they took it out your Bible, and I tell you it's in the Bible, of course you're gonna be upset with me. Of course you're gonna be mad with me, because it's not in your Bible. So yesterday I gave out Bibles. I gave out King James Version Bibles, because to me that's one of the most accurate Bibles to have. Now, if you have an NIV, that's your business. If you have that, that's your business. I use King James. He gonna tell me King James was a sissy. King James, all that sound good, but King James ain't write no Bible. King James did not write a Bible. King James got a bunch of scholars, and they came up with 5, 12, 5, 5, 12. 5 books of law, 12 books of history, 5 books of poetry, 5 books of major prophecy, and 12 minor prophets. So now the scholars say, okay, we're gonna go with the 5, we're gonna go with the 5, 12, 5, 5, 12 system. So we're going to give them 5 books of law. We're going to give them 12 books of history. We're going to give them 5 books of poetry. We're going to give them 5 books of major prophecy. And then we're going to give them the 12 books of the minor prophets. There y'all go. That's the Old Testament. What you say, King James? Looks good to me. What Bible did King James write? What Bible did he write? But this is why, people, we're going to go in that 9th chapter of 1 Corinthians. It's about the runner and the fighter. I don't care what nobody else doing. It's not my concern. I'm to train you. I'm to teach you. I'm to deal with you. We're not about to be distracted by what nobody else is talking about. We're not about to be distracted with nobody else doing. It's not our business. Paul dealt with the ministry. Paul let them know who he was as a minister. And Paul gave them the message. That's the whole Bible. If you quote anything to me out of Corinthians, was it the ministry? Was it the message? Or was it about the messenger? And if you can't explain that, please don't talk to me no more. Because you just quote scriptures. Enough of the foolishness. Enough of the playing church. Enough of the faking. Because a lot of y'all toting that Bible, reading it, you have no understanding of it. You have no understanding of it. Because I'm here to ask you, who taught you? Who's teaching you? I simply explained to my members. Paul said, man is to always pray, lifting up his holy hands. That ain't what he was talking about. He was talking about your heart. Man is to always pray, lifting his heart up to God. Lifting his heart up to God. Pastor Mike, you got to pray without ceasing. How? When you quench in the spirit. Everybody want to run around praying. Y'all ain't prayed before? Y'all ain't prayed before? Because if you'd have prayed before, you'd have knew this was going to happen. All you got to do is read the Bible. The Bible says, "I never leave you nor forsake you." You think God gonna leave you without knowing? But we so religious. We running behind religion, not God. The member said Friday, "Well, Pastor Mike, what about fasting?" I don't fast. What am I fast for? That's a practice. That's something they did. Paul said, "Be filled with the Spirit." So what am I fast for? If I'm being filled with the Spirit, why I gotta deny myself of anything? I'm being filled with the Spirit. So what I need to fast for? Ain't no reason to fast. And that's what has happened to a lot of us. A lot of us mixing denominations. A lot of us mixing belief. The run up, you gotta run. You gotta run hard and you gotta run fast. I don't want to catch you walking. I don't want to catch you jogging. I don't want to catch you slacking. You here to run. So you're gonna run. Why? Because I want you to receive your reward. And your reward is an incorruptible crown. Enough all that old faking. Enough all that old playing. I don't want to talk about nothing because you can't teach me nothing. Because you don't know enough. That's enough of that. Come on here. It's about working out. Mentally, physically, spiritually. If you want to get to know God, let's get to know God. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about your denomination. It has no place here. Why? Because you're just like that boxer. I don't know what's in your glove. I don't know what's in your glove. But I'm going to watch you. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to pay attention to you. Why? Because you don't make me no good. Because the day they come and they stand over me, well, he fought a good fight. He ran a good race. Y'all tell that lie at every funeral. Y'all tell that lie at just about every funeral. Explain it. Explain it. Just like quote scriptures. Show it to you in the Bible. Birds done laid there, messed up all over my little seat. I gotta clean this spot up, man. I gotta get back right. I ain't worked out in God knows when. I think my treadmill still work. Buy a new one. Buy a new one. Get that out of here. Let's see what they're working with. Ah. Ah. Okay. Buy a new one. Get a new one. Get a new one. Lift that up. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Safe, brother. I'll be 60 years old this year. I'll be 60. I'll be 60 this year. I was born in 1965. I'll be 60 this year. I ain't on nobody medication. I don't have no high blood pressure. I don't have no sugar diabetes. None of that. 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 And I'll be 60. I see you, you're 35 and you about to die. You 45 and you about to die. You better, y'all better get it together, bitch. If you want it, I'm here to give it to you. You don't want it? Miss me. Miss me. I don't hear nothing you're saying. Y'all like my cup? Michael. It's Michael. Michael. Always remember you first. You first. How you gonna love me and you don't love you? How you gonna love me and you don't love you? You first. You first. How you gonna listen to me and you don't listen to you? That voice gonna speak to you before it speak to me. That voice is gonna speak to you before it speak to me. So how you gonna listen to me and you don't listen to you? You first. The day y'all learn that, boy, y'all gonna be awesome. You first. It starts with you. If I don't run the race, I don't win. If I get disqualified, I don't win. But if I run the race and I win, all them people, boy, we won. We won, y'all. We won. What race you ran? We won. And that's how it is. When I win, you win. Because we on the same team. First thing God blessed me to do this year is to make sure my people had Bibles. How I'm going to tell you what's in the book and you don't have a book. For all my people, if you can't read, don't worry about it, babe. I got you. If you don't like to read, don't worry about it, baby. I got you. All I need you to do is just be disciplined enough to listen. That's it. That's it. If you with all that other church stuff, please go over there. Please go over there. Please. Please. I don't want to hear nothing come out your mouth. This serious. You ever tore a muscle? You ever torn one of your muscles? You know what it's like to have a torn muscle? I'm too old to tear a muscle because it's going to take too long to heal. But I know what it's like to tear a muscle. I don't need to be tearing the muscle. I need to use it. And a lot of you all have muscles in your bodies you ain't used in God knows how long. God knows how long. So now, first muscle we're going to use is our spiritual muscle and God-given brain. And our God-given brain. We're going to go in these Bibles. At the mic, I can't read. Don't worry about it if you can't read. I ain't going fast no more. I'm going to go slow. At the mic, I don't like to read. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do just like I did Sunday. I'm going to give you verse 22, verse 23, verse 24, verse 25. I'm going to give you these verses. And I'm going to explain. Look for faith. Look for speaking. Look for prayer. And look for forgiving. That's all you need. Because that's all we're working with this year. Faith, speaking, prayer, forgiveness. Other stuff, miss us. Miss us. Say, brother. Get that out your mind. Better make it cold outside. Listen. In that joint, I'm going to work out. In that joint, I'm going to get my money. In jail, we call it get money. I'm going on that weight power. Why? Because if I don't take care of me, who will? Who will? If you don't take care of you, who will? Nothing like being able to take care of yourself. We think because we sit in church it's going to be all right. What race you running? What fight you fought? So now, as we read these scriptures, I think I need modified. I'll show y'all something. Let me get one of these stains. A second. I'm gonna show y'all something. 1 second, I'm gonna show y'all something. This is what we're gonna deal with. If I'm gonna be out here, I told God, if I'm gonna be out here, let's roll, God. This stuff that got dirty, dusty, some more. We're gonna dust it all. Dust it all. Dust it all, Mike. All right, I'm gonna dust it all, God. Dust it all. Let me show y'all something. This is how you all will learn how to read the Bible, right? I'll show you something. No rush, no rush. 1 second, baby, I'm coming. Still got my pointers out here. I'm gonna show you something. I don't want to just be talking no more. I'm gonna show you all. Come at Thessalonians. I'm gonna show you something. This is how. Come on, buddy. Too happy. Oh, so he can't save everybody. Put Thessalonians. I'm gonna bring my old Bible out here. This gonna be the new Bible out here. I'm coming. Give me a minute, babe. This Bible here too new. Pages stuck all together. Oh, Bible. Break these pages up. Break these pages up. Break these pages up. Break these pages up. All right. Now watch this, people. Explain something to you all. Watch this. Watch this. Show yourself. Stay right there. Get a camera time to focus in, right? Now, in the 5th chapter, I'll show you. Everybody be this, right? In this 5th chapter of 1 Thessalonians, right? Paul just come out of the 4th chapter telling them about the day that Christ gonna rise first and all of us remain alive. That right? When he get to the 5th chapter, he say, but of the time and the season, brethren, you have no need that I write this unto you, right? For yourselves know that perfectly that the day of the Lord so come as a thief in the night, right? This is at the beginning of the chapter. This is at the beginning of the chapter, right? Right or wrong? Just talk to me now, right or wrong? So he letting them know about what's going to happen in the end of time. 1 Thessalonians, it's about the coming. Second Thessalonians is about the return. 1 Thessalonians, the coming. The 2nd Thessalonians is return, right? Okay, now watch this. Watch this, people. Okay, now this is the verse everybody want to use, right? Pray without ceasing, verse 17, right? Pray without ceasing, verse 17, right? Now, why are you telling me pray without ceasing? Why are you telling me that? Because it sounds good. Because it sounds good. But watch this. Before he said pray without ceasing, he said rejoice evermore. Before he said pray without ceasing, he said see that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves unto all men. Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing. But at the beginning he told them about the coming. So now, why are you telling me pray without ceasing if you're not rejoicing evermore? Because you're just running your mouth. So now, watch this. Watch this. After he say that, he say, in everything, in everything, in everything, in everything, in everything, in everything, give thanks. For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Better man, you got to pray without ceasing. You rejoicing? Oh no, Pastor Mike, are you rejoicing? But how you gonna pray without ceasing? You gonna do one scripture and I'll do the next one? And then he says, give thanks in everything. Why? Because this concerns you. This is about you. Then he says, quench not the spirit. Despise not prophecy. So, what you mean? Pray without ceasing. And you quenching the spirit. So I say, I'm not about to stand nowhere and hold hands with nobody. For what? You're quenching the spirit. God said, give thanks in everything, because this concerning you. Stop quenching the spirit and listen to the prophecy of what's getting ready to happen. Come on, Fango, turn the page. Turn the page. Come on, turn the page. We ain't gonna go everywhere. Come here, Corinthians. Paul says, in the 9th chapter of Corinthians, this is where we at with health and wealth. Health and wealth. Paul says, to them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to God, but under the law to Christ, that I might gain them that are without law. To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. Some. Paul said, Mike, you can't get everybody. So those who you can get, let's roll. You want to run? Let's roll. Fight? Let's roll. Because Paul said he going to make sure when you run, you're going to receive your incorruptible crown. Paul said when you fight, I'm going to make sure that you win. You won't be distracted. And you sure won't get disqualified. Paul was talking to the Corinthians because the Corinthians understood the games. You have to know your people. So when I say read, and they read, I'm learning my people. When I throw the question out there and they reply a certain way, I'm learning my people. Now that I know my audience, now I can train them. All you other people, bye. I'm working out. I don't have time to talk. I'm trying to get it together. I don't have time to listen to nothing you're saying. Are you training me? No. Bye. Are you helping me? No. Bye. That's how we're going to roll, big. It's about help and growth. Oh, you still turning the pages back there. We gonna do that again? We gonna do that again? We gonna do that again? Y'all know, especially people who follow me. God take the Bible, right? I just sit the Bible right here. And God turn the pages, right? And whatever I'm saying to you, I go right there, boom, and start reading it, right? And just like I'm telling you, right? And Saul, your brethren, out threatening and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went out into the high priest, right? And desired of him letters to Damascus, right? So now, as Paul writing, now keep in mind now, Paul wrote the message, Paul wrote about himself as a minister, and Paul wrote about the ministry, right? So now, how Paul gonna teach me, how Paul gonna train me if Paul never been through it? Paul, when he went through it, Paul understood it. So who was better to train him in running? Who was better to train him at fighting than Saul? Case proved. All right, y'all know what time we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this every day. Wednesdays, Bible study. That's the structure of the church. And I'm gonna teach y'all how to structure the church. When, go, is. 12 o'clock on Fridays, that's end time teaching. So you can have an understanding about the God that was, God that is, and the God that's coming. But every day, I'm gonna put that Bible in front of you. You need to get you one. Get you a good one. Get you a King James. You don't need to study Bible. You ain't teaching. But I need you to follow along. And when you follow along, you have a better understanding. I've been the bad guy for a long time. I don't mind. I've been the guy, oh, he arrogant. I don't mind. But guess what? For all of us who doing what we doing, they could never be a distraction. They would never be a distraction. Stay focused. Monday through Fridays. Stay focused. I gotta get all my stuff back together, clean it up, get it right. Stay focused. You know, the greatest part of working out is stretching. You gotta warm that muscle up. You gotta stretch it. You gotta stretch it. You gotta get it in motion. Brother called me yesterday. Pastor Mike, man, say, man, you'll come train me? Wow, bro. For sure. Why? 'Cause that's what I do. That's what I do. I want to make sure you get it right. It's not about me. It's about you. God gonna give me what He want me to have, and God gonna do for me what He want to do for me. I'm good. It's not about me. Paul said, "I became all things to all men, but I can only save some." Right now, we're dealing with a lot in the country. We're dealing with a lot in the city. I got that, but a lot of it is distraction. Because guess what? It's gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse, according to the Bible. According to the Bible. But if you don't know the Bible, you know what you're gonna say? God gonna heal the land. Show it to me. Show it to me in the Bible. God gonna heal the land. Show it to me. Stop lying in these churches talking about God gonna heal the land. God is not gonna heal no land. But because you didn't know no better, you just quote scriptures. Enough of that. You might pass, I might pass before you or whatever. But one thing you'll be able to say, He ran a good race. And He fought a good fight. One thing I'll be able to stand over you to say, oh, they ran a good race. They fought a good fight. Paul made sure that they didn't get disqualified in their Christian walk. Paul made sure that he was not a castaway. Paul didn't care nothing about being saved. He knew he was saved. Paul just wanted to make sure he didn't get disqualified. Paul wanted to make sure that he was not a castaway. We saved. Don't come telling me, tell them about Jesus. We know about Jesus. You will learn about Jesus. But now that we made it to that point, I want to see you blessed. I want to see you healed. I want you to receive your forgiveness. Nothing else matters. Take all little hollering, take all little cutting the food over there. Because over here, we ain't having it. Can't do nothing with it. Because if it worked, if it really worked, go over there and work it then. If it worked, go over there and work it. Evidently, something ain't right about it. One thing about over here, it works and it's working. We go with this again. When you know God's word, God can turn that Bible anywhere He wants. And you should be able to go right there, boom, and read what it's all about. If you know God's word. The majority of us, hold that thought, John, hold that thought. Come here, Mark. Come here, Mark. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you what I showed my member yesterday, right? I'm going to show you something. I think I need to buy it. I'll show you something. I'm gone after this. I think I'm going to be out here all day, every day like that. I ain't going to do that one no more. People, pay attention to this. Because this is going to take us through 25. Watch this. Watch this. Get you a Bible. Get you a Bible. And I need you to mark this, right? Work with me. Work, I'm gonna go slow, 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 slow. I got one of my ministers, right? I haven't sent it to him yet, but I'm gonna send him a picture of this, right? And he done went read another book, and he doing good. Beautiful guy, man. He reading right here, right? Is Herod's temple, because Herod tore down Solomon's temple. You know what? You know, y'all get that God gonna heal the land stuff from. God said, I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna listen to what y'all doing in the temple, because Solomon built the temple, right? So Herod done tore down the temple that Solomon built, and now he built his temple. He built his temple, Herod's temple, where Solomon's temple was, right? But right here, right, is the holy place, right? The outside was the women's courtyard, right? Now I would have to go through all these different courtyards, the women's courtyard, the priest courtyard. I would have to go through all of it, but I don't want to confuse y'all with that. I'm gonna send this to him and show him, because he was saying, well, the women, they was in the women praying, the women couldn't go here and go. No, man, no, man, no, man, no, 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 no. Stop reading all these different books and getting confused. So I'm gonna send him that, because I want him to really get that, but not right now, not right now. I'm gonna let him just keep going what he's going. I'm gonna get back, because he's running his race, he's fighting, he's learning, and that's good. But right here, right there, watch this, right there. Mark 11:22 says, and Jesus answered, said to them, have faith in God. That's the very first thing I need you to do. In 2025, that's the first thing I need you to do. Have faith in God. Have faith in God. Now, the next thing I need you to do, he says, for verily I say unto you that whosoever shall say, stop. Whosoever shall say, stop. Verily, verily I say unto you that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe those things which he say, which he say, shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he say. Have faith in God, speak to the situation. Have faith in God, speak to the situation. Have faith in God, speak to the situation. Have faith, speak. Now, the next thing I showed them, it says, therefore I say unto you, whatsoever things you desire when you pray, have faith in God, speak, pray. Faith, speak, pray. Faith, speak, pray. Faith, speak, pray. Therefore I say unto you, whatever things you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them. Y'all praying when y'all should be speaking. Y'all speaking when y'all should be praying. Who's teaching you the difference? Who's teaching you the difference? I'll wait. I ain't finished. Watch this. Have faith in God. Speak to the mountain. When you desire something, pray. Verse 25. All my members had Bibles. I said, everybody stand up. All my members stood up. Now we're going to read loud, and we're going to read loud together. Verse 25. Verse 25 says, and when you stand praying, forgive if you have aught against any, that your Father also which is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses. Y'all want to do this. This desire, when you desire something, you pray. Okay, but while you standing there praying, forgive. 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 So my minister, he couldn't read along with me, because they took this verse out his Bible. He had some kind of English Standard, some Bibles he had. I don't know what that kind of Bible was. Don't get it. Verse 26 says, but if you do not forgive, 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 neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses. You standing around praying. Did you forgive? No, Brother Mike, I ain't forgiving. Well, if you don't forgive, God ain't forgive you. So what you praying for? Because your prayer ain't going to be answered. Y'all hold hands with anybody and pray and expect God to move. How? The average church folk will tell you, Pastor Mike, it's hard to forgive. Well, neither will your Father forgive you. But you'll get mad with me because I don't want to stand over there holding hands with them praying. Paul said, man is to always pray, lifting up holy hands, which is your heart towards God. I don't need to hold hands and pray with you folk, but to look good, it's God right now speaking to my heart, just like he's speaking in your heart. Are we praying? You at the hospital, Pastor Mike, I need you to pray with me. Are we holding hands? No. You wherever you at, Pastor Mike, I need you to pray with me. Are we holding hands? No. So I need to hold your hand up. If God is going to move, God going to move. Jesus said the first thing you have to do, Michael, have faith in God. The second thing you got to do, Michael, speak to your situation and don't doubt in your heart. And if you believe it, okay. The third thing I need you to do, Michael, when you're praying, you desire something, pray for it. Believe that you're going to receive it and you'll have it. But guess what, Michael? While you standing, praying, forgive. If you have anything against anybody, forgive, that you may be forgiven. Because if you don't forgive, Michael, neither will your Father forgive you. So what y'all been doing all this time? I'll wait. Bible, baby. The young girl got into the race, but they say she smoked marijuana. Because she smoked marijuana, she got disqualified. The young lady went back and got herself together. Didn't she win? Did she win? I'm going to make sure you don't get disqualified. I'm going to make sure you get what God have for you. I don't care what nobody else doing. I don't care what nobody else talking about. This is what we doing. We not having no distractions. One thing about Pastor Mike, I don't bite my tongue. And I ain't scared of nobody but God. Love you all. Health and wealth. Health and wealth. Had a partner in jail, right? He had the acid reflux thing, acid reflux, whatever it was. And he was on the medication. Right? And he's still my partner right now. Today we still running, right? He said, man, you'll come walk with me every day around the track? I said, yeah, I'll walk with you. Every day, we'll go walk around the track, just talking about God every day. About 4 or 5 months later, they took him off that medication. The doctor took him off that medication. He said, man, you don't have to take that medication no more. I said, what happened? He said, because we would go out there every day and we were walking and this and that. And the doctor said that was good for me. Y'all want to run in the gym and work out. I wish I would. Pastor Mike, everybody can't do it in their backyard. I know, that's true. I need fresh air. Oh, I need fresh air. I need to be able to breathe fresh air. God's given air. Why? He over there sneezing. He over there coughing. I said, wow, I don't need what's in him, in me. don't know who's sick in there. I don't know. I don't need all that. I stood out here 4 years. From 2020 to 2024, 4 years. You ain't never heard me sniffing. You ain't never heard me coughing. You ain't never heard me sneezing. Why? God made sure I was straight. And we had some record temperatures. I was out here every day. If I was that faithful to God then, you don't think I would be even more faithful now? God got you, baby. Health and wealth. Oh, come on, bro. We ain't about to do all that this shit. No, go. We ain't about to do this. Come on, go, bro. I'm about to play with you, bro. Love you all. I don't know what time we're going to do it, but we ain't going to be out here all day. We ain't about to be out here no long time. But I guarantee you, man, if you focus, stay focused. Stay focused. Don't let nothing and no one distract you. If I tell it to you, I'm going to open this book and show it to you. Your faith is in God. Whatever situation you're dealing with, speak to it. Whatever you're desiring, pray about it. But this one right here, you have to do. You're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to forgive, man. Because if you don't forgive, God won't forgive you, which kills everything. We're going to work with it and work with it and work with it and work with it. I don't need you jogging. I don't need you walking. I don't need you lagging. I don't need you acting like you don't want to do it. You're going to run. And you're going to win. I don't need you worry about what they talking about. Don't tell me about nothing nobody else said. Because they can't teach me nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. We're going to stay focused. We're not going to get distracted. We're going to make sure our body right. And we're going to beat every situation that come our way. Because I don't know what they're putting in their glove. But I do know I won't get hit with it. That I do know. Today, Monday. Tomorrow, Tuesday. Next day, Wednesday. And every day. For about 30 minutes. I'm going to share with you health and wealth. Just that simple. All you other people that's watching, all you other people, say, bro, get you some business. Because this is not your business. That's off top. You good, dog? Say, man, you know, I'm going to show y'all something right quick. Now, I have a lemon tree right there, right? So I watched the lemon fall, right? This was amazing to me, right? Now, I'm looking at the lemon, it just fell. How it get bust open like that, right? So I'm like, once the lemon get so heavy or whatever, I guess it just fall. Once the fruit, whatever, it just fall, right? So I'm like, okay, that's what's happening, right? Look at how this lemon bust open when I dropped it, right? So when the lemon falls off the tree and hit the ground, depending on how high it is, it automatically gonna bust open. So now, do I go to the tree, right? Do I go to the tree and the big old lemon up? Do I go to the tree and when I see it right, I pull it? Or do I wait for it to fall and bust open? Which one? I see it all nice and right. Do I go and pull it? Or do I wait for it to fall and hit the ground and bust open? Those who God has placed in your care, they're seeing you was right. They're seeing you was ready. But instead of them coming and picking you, they lay there and wait till you fail. And when you fail, you bust open. And when you bust open, you ain't no more good. You seen how nice and ripe and beautiful those lemons were. But what good are they now? They done hit the ground and bust open. A lot of y'all done hit the ground and bust open. Right here, we'll catch you when you're right. Make sure you got a little stem in you. Now you're good. Just that simple. Love you all. Appreciate you all. See you tomorrow. Got some work to do. Clean the yard up. I got to put the TV up there. So while I'm teaching and the scriptures come up, we can run it. We ain't going to be long. Don't worry about it being cold. Don't worry about it raining. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about none of that. You just get dressed. Get ready. Get dressed. Get ready. Jesus said, be clothed in the word. It's not, come on, let me counsel you. Let me clothe you. Let me make sure you're right. That's all I want to do, bitch. That's all I'm going to do. Whoever don't like it, that's their business. But that's not our concern. Paul said that I'm able to save some. So when y'all hear that, he fought a good fight. He ran a good race. Yeah? Really? All right, good people. See you. Y'all gonna see this outside start to transform daily. I'm gonna make sure, I want it nice. Get that stuff out of here. I ordered me a new pull-up ball. I gotta get my pull-ups right. I gotta get my push-ups. Get me another treadmill. I think it's still working. I'm trying to be playing on it, but clean it up. Get back under the. We're gonna get it together, babe. We in this together. I got you. Believe that. I got you. Let me get off this thing, man. Y'all do what y'all do, babe. It's gonna be all right. Don't let nobody play with y'all, man. Nobody lie to y'all. Nobody be faking with y'all. God got us. We're gonna make sure we all right.